He had a couple of losses under the belt.
This is the match he's looking to turn around.
Jump back on here!
Bullet. He's out of the.
Oh! Oh my God! Oh my God! Holy shit! Jordan's trying to crawl, trying to do everything he can.
The damage that Trey has took, can't even make it. Head down into the mat, it's over. It is over. JC has won championships. What the?
You gotta be kidding me!
What?
You got to be kidding me! After everything Trey's been through.
And this is not the same Trey that lost to Brian Amir. This is not the same Trey that lost to Joshua X. This is not the same Trey that lost to Barry Stevens. This is a new Trey Jordans, and a termination is showing. Death by aerial assault rifle. You heard it from Trey. It's a new Trey.
Oh my God. Oh my God, no. What are they doing? What are they going for here?
Oh, stampede knee. Good night. It is all roll Bill Baker.
2, 3.
But my gosh, that killer instinct is what Trey needed. Think about all the times, Bill Baker, that Trey's been put down. Losing to Jay Williams earlier this year. Losing to Brian Amir. Losing to Joshua X. Losing to Barry Stevens. Tapping out to Darren Nashwood. That is a Trey of determination. A Trey Jordans of graduation.
You know what I did to the aerial assault rifle? I shot him dead out of the sky. Trey Jordans, our careers have somewhat mirrored each other. If you take a look from our debuts to now, I think it's fair to say that no two men define heart and soul quite like myself in the aerial assault rifle. Whereas Trey's path to success has been filled with celebration, the Savior's road has been somewhat different. A few months ago, my career had a setback due to an injury that was more serious than I expected, so I had to step away. Everything taken from me because of you, Trey Jordans. Last year, Class of Champions, you tried to end my career, but I continued to wrestle until I couldn't anymore. While I sat back for the past few months, not sure if I was going to come back, and I knew that if and when I came back, who and what my target would be. If you honestly think that you had to go through hell with guys like X, Barry, whoever else you faced before, then wait until you get a load of me. Whereas those guys would do anything to hurt you, I'm the guy who will do everything. What you need to understand, Trey, is that my motivation isn't to just win. My motivation is to hurt you. It's to end your career the same way you tried to do to me. Look at me, Trey. What do you see? You see a man with no remorse because it's long gone. You see a man who's gonna tear you apart, limb from limb, while you're screaming in pain and at your most vulnerable. Oh, and the satisfaction I will have at the end of it will be all worth it.
What a way to come into day 2 of Arcadia. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Norman Rhodes, accompanied by my partner here, Hunter Bell. what a night we have lined up here. Of course, our main event, which we just saw, which is Trey Jordans against Von Keenan.
Yeah, it's gotta be a very big match, but I'm getting ready for this match right here, Norm. Match confirmed, Lacey LaCroix versus Rashida Melrose, or Charlotte Melrose, sorry. Jumped the gun there. Or got the name.
Jumped the gun just a little bit, it's alright.
Yeah, just a little bit. I was doing that all day for day one of Arcadia.
Hey, it's all fine, but we're getting ready for this beautiful tag team matchup here featuring, like you said, Lacey LaCroix, Heather Portial against Charlotte Melrose and Rashida. And, of course, we know Lacey LaCroix from Valor, the current Valor Women's Champion.
And self-proclaimed sex icon. And, I mean, I'm not trying to say anything, but I didn't agree with her. I mean, if you look at her attire, you look how she looks, she definitely fits the role for the sex icon.
Yeah, definitely fits the role for a sex icon in her own right. I'll leave that up to her to say as well. I'm not gonna comment too further on that, but she definitely has a very talented tag team partner in Heather Portial, who is the current champion in BGB.
Yeah. Were you watching the Black Panther the other night when it sold out? Is that why you got mixed up there?
A little bit.
Alright, let's get back to this soon-to-be matchup, which I believe has been a dream matchup for a lot of frat boys everywhere.
Maybe not. Maybe Morales is watching closely here. Looks like we are getting a taste of Melrose coming out here. Oh, I'm sorry, Rashida coming out here. It's really dark, I couldn't tell.
Well, she has darker skin, so it's really hard to tell. You know what, I'm just gonna stick with that, not even gonna try getting deeper. Norm, you have the floor. You have the floor, Norm. I'm just gonna get some duct tape here.
Well, yes, I mean, you are correct there. Rashida has the darker skin. As you can see that with the bright colored hair right there. And as we now get a better look at her out of the darkness, I guess Lacey could probably tell you a little bit more about her, or, you know, direct you to her.
Yeah. And now Charlotte Melrose is coming out. Had quite the interesting year. A lot of people have been saying she hasn't been able to capture much gold on her own as of late, but she's been having a few victories over a few champions and stating dominance over multiple promotions.
Oh, indeed. But looking to see with Charlotte Melrose, again, they kind of have a hard hill to climb here when it comes to Lacey LaCroix and Heather Portial. You have two champions up against, you know, possibly two challengers for both those championships at some point in their careers.
Exactly, and I'm starting to notice, is that a see-through top? Is that allowed?
I'm not looking too hard, but hopefully I'm sure there's someone out there probably looking a little bit too close for comfort.
I'm not gonna say it. I really need to get some duct tape or
are you looking too hard there, buddy?
Let's just say on the monitors it's pretty easy to see. It's very noticeable to spot.
Well, now we're seeing the two here circling around the ring here. I believe we have Lacey LaCroix starting off for her team, and we have looks like Rashida starting off.
That's Charlotte Melrose. Rashida.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's Charlotte. Excuse me, Rashida's on the apron now. Excuse me. I see I'm going to get mixed up as well.
As we start off with an early pin, 2 count, no. LaCroix getting out of there just fine as we get now to some combination wrestling.
Yeah, it's going down to some technical wrestling here between these women wrestlers in the ring here. You saw Lacey. The clubs right there to the chest for a second.
Yeah, Lacey looking like she's trying to get out. She looks like she is going to get out here. As we get to a stare down, a little shove there. A little taunt, and Jesus Christ! What a kick!
My God!
That could have actually knocked her out. Let's see here. 1, 2, no! Oh, she got up. She got off the pin. Interesting.
Yeah, just 2 count there.
Interesting way of doing it. I'm not sure if that's the smartest way of doing it.
Oh, yeah, and as you see, getting thrown to the corner there, off the ropes, and
a beautiful discus clothesline. And another pin here. 1, 2, and no. Kick out again by LaCroix.
Oh, my God, LaCroix trying to keep herself in this match, but showing a bit of resilience here early on, especially you have to when you're champion in Valor.
Definitely so, including when you call yourself the sex icon, and including what you also see if you watch Valor. Recently, you kind of saw her go to the GM's office, and, well, she didn't, let's just say, she walked into the office clothed, and when she walked out, we needed some censor marks as a Bronco Buster.
I don't even know if you can actually call that a Bronco Buster.
Yeah, at that point, what do you call it, really? A LaCroix Buster, possibly?
Sex Buster, I don't know.
That probably fits a little bit more than what I called it.
A little bit. Don't want to get too R-rated here.
By the way, Divas, if you watch this after the show, not my fault. Don't come after me.
Or me.
You're a competitor. You can handle it. I can't. I'm just a commentator.
Hey, look here. Look, I do both, but sometimes I like to, keep things clean here, okay?
All right, fair enough. And back up to the match is Melrose trying to keep LaCroix down. And so far, no tag-ins yet.
Yeah, no tag-ins. Just been a one-on-one matchup between these two women, and there's another kick-out right there.
Yeah, another kick-out. And so far, I thought LaCroix's tag team partner would have been trying to get into the match. We might see our first tag-in. Oh, never mind. Went to the ropes.
I was going to say, might see Rashida tagged in here.
LaCroix with the elbow. But what we got here, you see Rashida trying to get over there, but LaCroix must have spotted that. That was a nice little move. Into a Russian leg sweep. No! Face crusher.
That was a great transition right there by Lacey LaCroix here.
In the pin. Let's see if she actually holds on to it this time. 1, 2, and she just gets off of her again.
Trying to inflict more damage onto her opponent. That's what I sense from that.
I don't know if it's a smart strategy, though, considering you're giving your opponent more time to get back to the match.
Oh, that's also a valid point right there, as we see Heather. Oh, sorry, excuse me. Charlotte back on the attack here.
With the bridge. Dude, no. LaCroix been able to kick out, and so far, Charlotte hasn't been really able to show that she can kick out, as we might see our first tag in. And there it is, our first tag in of the match. As we get a little double team move here, possibly? No? Maybe?
Oh no, we might see one here. Looks like Rashida's setting up for something here.
Yeah, but I don't know what she's doing here. Taking a lot of time on the ropes.
Oh my God!
Cross body off the electric chair combination. Beautiful.
My goodness.
And another pin here as the ref gets over there. 1, 2, no, rope break.
Smart strategy right there by Lacey LaCroix. It would be even smarter if she actually made her way over to her partner, got some space here, and got a tag.
Yeah, LaCroix's been taking a lot of damage as she gets tossed like a sack of potatoes, and then an elbow drop for trouble, and another one.
Continuing to deal damage to that torso there, and oh, look at that.
I mean, if you could flaunt it,
why not do it, right?
Yeah, if you got it, might as well flaunt it. Totally messed up that saying there, but we're just gonna keep moving on because we're professionals.
Indeed. Now you see that body scissors applied there by Rashida.
Yeah, making it harder for LaCroix to breathe, pulling onto the lungs, the rib cage. There's LaCroix getting out of there with elbows to the side of the head.
I tell you what, like I said, Lacey needs to make a tag right here. This is definitely not the ideal situation. She might be doing just that.
And now we're going to see a double team by LaCroix's team.
Beautiful.
Northern Light suplex with a bridge as a referee getting quite the look.
Maybe taking a sneak peek there, and maybe needs to stick to his job a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit of a sneak peek. Just a little sneak peek.
I don't know how much of a sneak peek he actually got.
Yeah, a little sneak peek there. And 1, 2, and just a 2 count. That was Rashida getting out of there. as now we have Heather Korshel.
Yeah, Heather Cortial and Rashida one-on-one in this tag match. My God, what a slam down right there.
Yeah, these divas showing that they have just what it takes, like all the boys. And oh no! Took out her partner off the toss, and LaCroix now down, leaving.
No. Just a 2 count right there.
Yeah, now Heather's by herself right now. After hitting her partner, after getting tossed out.
Probably not the ideal situation for her either right now, but she looks like she can handle herself pretty well.
As
her partner's back on the apron.
Yeah, back on the apron, as you said. As we start this off, City go, turned right into the leg. Right to that kick. That probably didn't feel good. As we now go to the ropes.
As someone who has felt quite a few kicks myself, yeah, that didn't feel good at all. And nor does this.
Oh, Jesus, with a slam back of the hair and the head. 2 count. 3, no. Kicks out at 2. Rashida still holding on as we have a little bit of a leg lock over the neck, it looks like.
Oh, yeah. Keeping it locked in there, trying to cut off a little bit of, we would call that like somewhat of a figure 4 neck lock right there.
Yeah, it almost looked like it had the form. Definitely had the form. Almost thrown out of the ring. Sheeta
just
in
landing
control.
on the apron there.
This doesn't look good. Oh, no.
I've also had this done to me. Not a good look at all.
Oh,
Jesus.
Bring her back in the ring and
that looks good. That was actually really good.
Face. That was a great transition. Oh, and now we have a pin. A pin. Referee a little slow. 1, 2. Can Rashida get out? Yes, she does. What a transition by the Divas, showing that they can do that. They can see what the men do, and they can do it exactly better. It looks like it's Rashida.
Oh my. Oh my.
And I know you have a little history with that move, considering you commentate for FAM.
Yeah. A lot of stink faces from that position.
I'm pretty sure you wouldn't mind taking her place. Anyway,
okay.
I mean, let's be honest, Norm. Come on, you're looking at these women. Would you mind being in that position right now?
I'll save my comments for another time.
All right, that's probably for the best, as I look like the asshole here. LaCroix.
Oh no, you're. Oh, okay. Okay, that got really, really R-rated for a second, and then she just punched the hell out of her.
Yeah, that got really erotic there. And it looks like they're showing off their tag team prowess. Heather and Lacey have been longtime tag team partners as of late, and they're showing their dominance here.
Jesus Christ!
Jesus! I think she just threw. There's some guys that can't throw people that far in a game.
You know, the last person I would expect to do that would probably be someone like 9 or something. But my God!
Putting the boot up, and except for going to the turnbuckle, go to the boot.
That's what you gotta do.
Heather Cortial and Lacey LaCroix showing their tag team prowess and how good they are as a tag team. As now it looks like Rashida trying to get out of this matchup. She needs to get a tag in. She needs to get Charlotte in here.
Oh, indeed she does here. The Champion's Corner definitely doing a lot of work right now. And look at that, choking around the second rope.
And that's and you see Charlotte trying to get in, trying to show the ref that was kind of a blatant, dirty move there. As we get another tag in.
The Champion's Corner once again rotating in and out here,
keeping the other member fresh.
That's great strategy by these two women.
Rashida fighting back, trying to get to her corner. And does she get there? No!
Stopped right at the last second before she could get the hot tag.
Almost got to Charlotte Melrose. I saw Charlotte reaching over. She just could not get it. As we get another double team by Heather. And Lacey LaCroix throwing her straight back first to the turnbuckles.
Just Jesus Christ there.
Sometimes these divas can be a lot more aggressive than the superstars. We have another pinfall. 1, 2, and no! Kick out by Rashida. As Lacey LaCroix now finally actually holding a pin. And she goes for a kick. No! Tripped up. And now
Nice trip right there.
And now we got Charlotte back in. Almost called her Heather. She probably would have been very fun to me for that. Different hairstyles, and I definitely look a lot different right now.
Yeah, look a lot different right now. Waiting for her there. And
and
my God.
From the top rope, blue fast press. That's one way to do it. Sliding outside. What's she doing? And Heather had no idea that was coming.
Taking out her tag team partner there. Taking out the other in the champion's corner.
I don't think. Jumping up and getting her there with the Hurricanrana. And you see Heather now back on the apron.
And going back into a forearm there. Turns her around with that punch.
Uh-oh, Unprettier possibly? No! Bulldog off the rope! And
my God!
Mat.
Beautiful execution right there.
And we're back into the ring. 1, 2, can they break up the pin? No!
No!
By pinfall, Charlotte Melrose and Rashida pulling up the upset. What a match and what an upset. It looked like it was going to be Heather That is not her name. Heather and Lacey LaCroix got to be pulling up an easy victory. They had Rashida on the ropes, but no. As we now go to the King of the Hill match.
Harriet Gase, Juwan Conrad, DBR, and Calvin Carter III. As we know, Calvin Carter III, King of the World Champion right now, has defended it once before with a successful effort. Of course, won it in a gauntlet. But now tonight has a chance to defend it against, I believe, 3 other dudes. If my math isn't off.
Let's hope that math isn't off if we're watching an amazing Divas match. And I mean, it was a good match. I mean, come on.
It was a fantastic match there, but oh man, let's get into some superstar action.
Yeah, Harry Agase is an up-and-coming rookie. And do you have any other information on my note sheet? Oh wait, my note sheet is giving me the wrong spots. That's great. This is Devontae Blake Ryan, and do you have anything about him, Norm?
Well, he is a third-generation superstar, known for his rock and roll style of lifestyle, known to party a lot as well, but he's serious business when it comes to the ring here. DBR, we call Devontae Blake Ryan DBR, but this man, when he gets into the ring, he delivers. So one thing you would definitely want to look out for in the end here is that deadly knee that he delivers.
Yeah, I have to say, during Arcadia 1, we saw a lot of different fighting styles. We saw a lot of MMA, wrestling, some karate as well. And you actually went against someone that had an MMA kickboxing background, and you went after the legs of him as your first opponent. I forget his name, unfortunately. But tell us about this kind of matchup. An elimination kind of match. It's kind of like a gauntlet match, but it's not really a gauntlet match, per se.
Well, after going through the gauntlet in day 1, I don't even know how I'm here right now. But in this type of matchup, it's very key for you to eliminate your opponent as quickly as possible. You don't want to expend too much energy, because if you do, the next person has the ample opportunity to take you out right then and there.
And already in the ring with a chair shot.
Oh my God, Jesus.
CC3 already in the ring.
That is the current champion right there. And remember, if the champion gets eliminated out of this matchup first, that means there will be a new champion. So he's got to hold on to this from spot 2.
Yeah, not the best number to have. I'd almost say that number 2 is the worst number to have rather than number 1. It's basically the same. It does basically the same entrant number.
Yeah, pretty much. But as you notice here, he came out to that Indigo Children. He is part of the Indigo Children. Along with Christopher Scarlett and Chris Franchise, and there's one other that I can't remember at the moment. But those are the main 3 that you see around, also in Valor as well, along with Christopher Scarlett. And look at that!
And Devontae Blake Ryan's already out. Before Devontae Blake Ryan could really show off his skills, he's already eliminated.
And just when I spoke so highly of him, Calvin Carter came in with that chair, though. So that gave him a big one-up on Devontae Blake Ryan.
Yeah, I definitely gave him a one-up, as you said.
Speaking of our next opponent, you were just talking about him a little earlier. This right here is Harry Gase, and like you read before, he is an up-and-comer, but this man in line for many championship opportunities. You know why? Because this man delivers on all platforms.
I wish I could say more about him, but this is basically the start of my commentating career, and so I only know a little bit about a few wrestlers. I wish I knew about a lot more, but Harry Gase looks like an all-serious kind of guy. How do you get behind that?
Hey, you can get behind that. But right now he has to go up against, well, actually both men in a way are still kind of fresh going into this one.
Yeah, that's very true, considering CC3 barely wasted a sweat with that last matchup.
Yeah, indeed. Definitely made easy work of Devontae Blake Ryan there in that first encounter. But now we get Harry Gase.
The rookie. Always gotta love an underdog.
You can call him an underdog, but I tell you what, once you see him start going here in the ring, it's going to be a little bit more than underdog feel here for him.
CC3 kind of stretching out a little bit after that match. It's always good to stretch, keep the muscles loose so you don't tear a ligament or break a bone.
Always good to stretch.
Something that Gordon Hayward kind of missed the memo on during his opener with the Boston Celtics. I pray he recovers quick though. That was a nasty injury if anyone watched it.
That broken leg. Oh my God. Don't remind me about it.
Oh, God. Anyway, let's get to this matchup. CC3 kind of taunting a little bit. I don't know if you want to taunt a rookie, even though the rookie seems to be taunting as well. Taunting an opponent that can it can lead to a lot of bad things if we go to a collar-elbow tie-up.
Yeah, taunting any opponent, you know, taking your opponent lightly, as I like to say, can lead to a lot of things here. And one thing it lead to is you getting rolled up really quickly and defeated within 2 seconds. Beautiful drop kick, by the way.
Did that look like a veteran drop kick? That didn't look like any kind of rookie drop kick. You see a lot of rookies don't know how to use the drop kick, but looks like Harry Gase has got it nailed.
Now let me tell you something. You got guys like Harry Gase who come from the UK. A lot of these fellas who come from the UK have probably been wrestling for far longer than we think. Probably coming from early teens up till their adult lives here.
Another collar tie-up, and that was actually a really good observation because, yeah, a lot of UK wrestlers, as you said, they do actually start wrestling as they're teenagers or even younger.
Yeah. And there you see him holding that arm there. CC3, and oh my God, he just drove that elbow right into the shoulder. Now. That was beautiful right there, transition.
A little Mexican armbar is now we get back up to their feet. Nice little throw there. As Harry Gase now kind of on the attack. And another picking him up now. Let's see what he got.
Shades of one of the guys in our main event here tonight, Trey Jordans, who...
What a move by CC3! The athleticism of the veteran. Oh, Harry
beautiful
Gase
Japanese arm drag.
Got him there. And another one. Fell for it again. The rookie showing that he is definitely a veteran of the ring. Swinging neck breaker possibly. Oh! That was definitely a neck breaker, but a variant and another arm drag.
Beautiful work right here from Harry Gase so far.
Oh! Gase with that spinning drop. And the 2 count only is now the energy starting to drain.
Catching him in that.
So far, this is the longest both these competitors have gone, including for CC3. So now, the next guy that's going to be coming out, which I believe is Juwan Conrad, I believe it's him. He knows now he's got to be facing somebody that's not going to have a lot of energy as he is.
Yeah, Juwan Conrad has a perfect opportunity coming in as the fresh man and the last man in this matchup to win the championship.
A kick out there after that beautiful snap suplex into a pin.
And for those who don't realize this already, this is for the King of the World Championship that Calvin Carter holds. Calvin
Carter also has a very long reign right now.
Yeah, he has a very long reign, won it in a gauntlet match just like this, and has held on to it ever since.
Harry getting out of it, flipping him over, showing how much ring presence he really has. A headbutt, and another one,
unprotected.
And knife edge chops and those headbutts, they can go against you if you're not lucky.
Oh yeah, we've seen that. We've seen that in the ring happen before.
And knife edge chops. Oh, tricked him and punched him in the jaw.
Gave a little bit of bop right there.
Yeah, Calvin Carter III got tricked there. I think Calvin didn't like that much as he counters. Oh! A nice kick to the arm there. Off the rope and a knee to the face.
Put a little twirl on it for some pizzazz.
1, 2, no! A-Gaze getting out of there. Or kicking out. Calvin Carter now on the attack.
I have to say, I like what Harry Gaze has done, even though Calvin Carter right now in control.
Yeah, A-Gaze has been showing off, and A-Gaze's arm is getting torqued right now in between the rope.
Oh, look at that forearm.
If he didn't stretch, I mean, that arm's got to be damaged, and it's getting damaged right now with a modified armbar. Referee not breaking it up because he's on the ropes. But I guess it's not a non-DQ kind of match, considering CC3 brought a chair earlier.
Yeah, I was going to say, you saw CC3 brought in a chair earlier. There is no disqualifications in a match like this. Excuse the voice crack again.
I mean, that was a good move. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he voice cracked there as he missed that modified-looking moonsault. A-Gaze! Oh, Hurricanrana DDT into the mat as we get a pinfall. 1, 2, is it going to be a near pinfall? No! He kicks out. That is a near pinfall. That, if we were in Fire Pro Wrestling, that would be a 2.99.
Or as I like to say, a 2-point infinity.
That's actually that's probably the better way to put it. And another pinfall after a drop kick to the side of the head. No! Kick out.
Beautiful kick out right there by CC3. That man could be in trouble of losing his spot in this matchup right here against Harry Gaze.
Yeah, Harry Gaze, you saw him show a little bit of frustration. He needs to keep that in check. He is a rookie after all, so he's got to have some character issues. So he has to stay patient. You can't show your frustration, including against a veteran like Calvin Carter III. He's got to avoid it. Oh, he blocked the kick. He blocked it. I don't think he's blocking this though. Oh, and a beautiful looking Muay Thai kind of combination there. Kicks, punches, the whole shebang. 1, 2, and possibly a third. No. A Gaze kicking out, and Calvin Carter showing his cool right now. Probably yelling at him though.
Yeah, probably yelling at him. This is one of the first matches I have not actually seen the Indigo Choja interfere in yet.
You're saying that now, but they probably might. Now you mentioned it, they could be in the crowd. You never know where they are. This kicking combination, taking out the arms, the legs, and now the head.
Shades of Ronnie Garvin right there.
And what does Calvin Carter have in store here? Taking the arm. What's he have in mind? Stomping the hand! Taking out the hand!
That hurts my hands.
That could break fingers, that could tear ligaments in the hand, and it looks like he's going for it again, the same arm.
Oh my God.
The left hand is getting absolutely brutalized now. You can see the hand clenching. I can't tell if the fingers are broken, but they might as well be after 2 stomps like that. A pinfall after stomping 6 times on the hand. Two count. No. Gaze kicking out, and you see the hand just clenched up.
I mean, after all that work he just did on it, so would mine. Oh my God, that hurt my heart. And my hand.
I probably use a lot of things for the hand. As we have a stalling suplex, maybe? No! A Gaze getting out of it. Oh, an exploder, maybe? Exploding! Whoa! Pinfall!
That regal plex with the bridge at almost 3.
That was a beautiful move by a rookie, and he's pinning him again. 1 count.
Frustration could be seeping in here.
3. The rookie showing a lot of frustration. There it is again. Even though he's a rookie, he has to calm down. He has to show restraint. which he's not doing right now. If he lets his emotions get to him, it's got to cost him the match.
You know, in my opinion, I would keep on Calvin Carter right now. He knows he's pretty close to winning this contest right here and getting the next opponent. If he keeps on him, he might get
Knocked him out to the outside. Knocked him out to the outside. And there's a little sense on there. Looks like he hurt his back, though. It looks like he kind of landed on the leg of Calvin Carter. Taunting for the crowd here at Arcadia, too. And I've had the privilege of commentating for both days here. And I've got to say, I've been spoiled for all these kind of matches.
Same here. Even being included in one, but right now, Calvin Carter could be in trouble here against Harry Gase.
Yeah, Harry on top rope.
High risk. Possible high reward here. Two.
No.
Oh, man.
2 count. Gase showing his ring prowess. What do we got here? Looks like he's setting up for something here. Going for the head, it looks like. No, putting him up to a knee. All the way up now. Irish whip into the turnbuckle. And here comes the Gase. No, missed the knees. Missed the knees and the Gase now. Oh!
Beautiful.
Both of them.
Whoa.
And here they go. And here comes Calvin Carter with a roll of steam under him. Like a fire. Just instantly turn it around like that. And Calvin Carter again in a cross body into the turnbuckle. And
that's
Calvin
what the
Carter
champion needs to do, my God.
Springboard Superman punch as we get a pinfall. 1, 2, no.
Look how close that was.
That was close again, and now Calvin Carter doing it again. Another pinfall. 2 count, no. Again kicking out, and now Calvin Carter showing frustration.
Desperation definitely seeping in, not only just for Harry Gase, it's seeping in for Calvin Carter.
Yeah, and you see Calvin Carter, the veteran he is, getting upset, and now we're going to a brawl. Who's going to be the man to back down? Gase again with the elbow. Calvin Carter answering back. Who's going to be the one to fall? Gase showing his prowess here. And they're still going with these elbows.
My God, going back and forth here. Who's going to go to one knee here?
Somebody has to back down before someone breaks a jaw or gets like a cut super. Try turning around. Mr. Roundhouse tripped him up. And a super kick of
there it is.
And they're both down. They are both down after that exchange.
That took a lot out of both competitors. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. That's Austin Cruz, a part of the Brotherhood.
He's going against Calvin.
He's going against Calvin. Well, for those who don't remember, both the Brotherhood and Indigo Children have been gabbing back and forth. If you looked at social media, you've seen it. And again, no disqualifications. The champion could be in trouble, in big trouble here. Wait a second here. Go for the cover, taking advantage. 2.
Yes! We're going to have a new champion.
We're going to have a new champion. It's coming out to Juwan Conrad and Harry Gase.
Juan Conrad, the current WTW Legacy Champion, and he's already out. He's already out here. The Gase on the knee.
Oh, Jesus.
The Gase was not ready for it. And Conrad going after the turnbuckle.
That's a pit bull stalking his prey right now, and he's looking to do a little bit more damage than what CC3 was able to do. And oh my God,
unprotected. Jesus Christ, the rookie's getting an all-expense-paid trip to the turnbuckle.
My God.
How he's not bleeding
washing the face there, not with the washcloths, but with that boot.
Christ's sake. And now taunting. I think Juwan Conrad thinks he has this one already in the books, and while Harry Gase still can do something.
He could. He could get eliminated right here, Harry Gase.
Here we go. Harry Gase just getting brutalized here, and Conrad, for the veteran he is, and being a champion, you'd think he'd know not to underestimate rookies nowadays.
I tell you what, Juwan, current legacy champion in WTW, going for another belt here. No.
And Harriet Gase. And here we go. Same thing again. I can't believe that he's kicked out, so he tries to get it going again, but it's the same result. Definition
that
of
could be
insanity.
doing one of two things right there. Number one, desperation. Number two, trying to tire out Harriet Gase even more here so he doesn't kick out.
And Jesus Christ, that uppercut. It's Conrad holding him down with his knee and still taunting. I'm not sure if this is the greatest idea from Conrad, being the veteran he is and the champion that he is right now.
Oh, yeah. Caught by that drop kick.
Gase showing he still has life. Elbow to the head. Punches and bunches and a kick to the ribs, a kick to the guts. Another elbow. Conrad on his heels. Conrad, look out. No! Thrown out of the ring.
Beautiful counter right there by the pit bull.
Conrad now stalking his opponent, asking for him, begging for him to get up. What's he have in store here?
Oh, he probably has a nice little boot for him there. Oh, never mind, has a lariat instead.
Clothesline. What's the difference between a lariat and a clothesline? A lot of people have been asking this.
A lot of people have asked. I'll just say one hits a lot harder than a clothesline.
I'm assuming a lariat is when you jump up in the air and add a little extra force with the shoulder and the arm.
Not necessarily jumping up makes it a lariat, but I'll tell you what, there is a lot more force and also the location of where it hits.
As we go to the barricade now, unprotected barricade, and the back of Harriet Gase into the metal barricade. There's all that is just logos and padding. There's not, if you could call it padding, it's just really just metal back there.
Just metal. A little bit of plaster over it. Hooks the leg here.
Man, is it Gase down? Is it Gase down and out? No, he's not. Kicks out at two. Conrad doesn't look like he's that frustrated. Yet, at least.
Oh, you know what happens when you enrage a pit bull? They attack, and that's what he's planning to do right here.
And he is stomping a muddle and washing it dry.
What's Juwan planning to do right here? Throws a Gase into the corner, unprotected corner, mind you.
And
that should be it.
First. And a Gase might be out. Yeah, Gase, no, he's not. A Gase still in this, and the crowd is on their feet. I don't see a single person sitting down right now.
That is absolutely amazing from Harriet Gase right now, showing amazing resolve against Juwan Conrad.
And the pit bull, I think he smells the blood, but he's taking too much time with these taunts. It's a rookie, and we watched him put season 3 to the limit if we have a half Boston Crab.
And that could be it for Harriet Gase.
If Conrad has been watching the match, he should be knowing right now the left arm has been really the one that's been getting attacked on Harriet Gase. And Harriet Gase still in his hold. Oh, trying to get out, and now the sharpshooter.
What a transition by Juwan Conrad.
Harriet Gase made the mistake of turning around and trying to kick him off. That only exposed his other leg, and now he's in a sharpshooter, not only attacking the legs, but also the back as a Gase trying to get out. Can he? He's out.
He does.
And a Gase on the rope, drop kick. And a Gase is feeling it.
You would have thought that working those legs would have slowed down Harriet Gase there for a second, but it hasn't.
And the comeback is failed. Caught the leg, spinning him around. What do we got here? Northern Lights suplex and could not
no fisherman
capitalize.
right there.
Oh, that was a fisherman.
Is that going to do it?
He's trying to get up. He can't capitalize though. Wait a minute. I think he wants to go for something big.
I think he realized he couldn't capitalize off of it. Oh no!
And missed a kick. And Conrad picking him up, holding him there.
No, get it out of it. Jesus Christ.
Just grabbing the breath a little slow. 1, 2, is Conrad down?
Yes, he is.
Harriet Gase gets the championship. The rookie with the upset.
Harriet Gage, your new king of the world champion.
Whoa.
Oh my God!
What the hell? Who's that? What the hell is she doing here?
Wait, is that? That looked like. Wait, who was? Actually, who was
Calvin's
that?
back. Calvin's back. Was that part of the end of the children in a big forearm to the side of the head? What? What the hell? Why is
What the hell is wait, what the hell?
Calvin just got the title back. He must have reinstated his championship clause. That's right. My notes, if the King of the Hill champion can get his rematch whenever the hell he wants, it's like a cash-in. And he just got his title back. A Gase had the title for all of 10 seconds.
Damn. Just damn.
But that means Harriet Gase now can get a rematch clause whenever the hell he wants because he was the champion.
This is true, but we'll see if that even happens here.
I don't think it's gonna happen tonight, but it's gonna definitely sometime happen in the near future. I believe that was Venom Night. I have no idea. I have no idea who the hell that was.
Nor do I. All I know is we just saw a woman just come out here, hit Harriet Gage with a chair, and that left the opportunity open for Calvin Carter.
And he's now your new champion.
Again.
You can't really say that he defended it, but sure as hell got it back. Is the woman that assaulted Harriet Gage now coming back to CC3. Who the hell is? Do you know anything about her?
I have no idea about her. This is the first I've seen of this lady.
Yeah, here we are, do it all again. I can tell you that it's wrong, but it's not what's trending in paradise. But it's all pretend that I'm paralyzed from the poison you send. I know that you can find some peace of mind. Yes, that all will come with time, but you got to give me mine.
And welcome back to day 2 of Arcadia, where we just watched Harriet Gage get royally screwed over.
I don't even know what to call it. Yeah, I would probably agree with you there. Royally screwed over.
And we have another matchup for you guys. We have Terry Atkins versus Rev Caliber.
I like to call him a crazy redneck. The last time we really got to see him in major action was on a ladder match with DRS. I always call back to that match for some reason when I see Rev Caliber, but he is called the Bone Collector, and he's going to be looking to collect the bones of Terry Atkins in this match.
Yeah, I had the unfortunate privilege of being able to interview the man, and I got nothing to say. I mean, what he said to me and how he explained how he took the skeletons off of his enemies. I really need to see a psychiatric board because of what I've heard. Second of all, I might have called the SWAT team just in case this this man defeats Terry Atkins tonight. Oh boy.
You're gonna have to call the CIA, the FBI, the Army, the Marines, everyone.
Now Terry Atkins got to be coming out. Bone Collector looking on.
Is this your first taste of America?
I would say that I've been American all my life, but
but I don't think you've gotten a taste of a true American in Terry Atkins.
I can definitely see that right now.
The real American in Terry Atkins, an amazing competitor. I've had a chance to actually see this man in action on multiple occasions. Great talent. Big Hoss type individual, as you see right here.
It looks like to be a Cowboys fan who they take on the Niners this weekend, or depending on when this comes out.
Hope they lose.
Well, Ezekiel Elliott's coming back, so that ruined all my fantasy.
Lose.
That ruined my fantasy chances this week.
Yeah, I hope they lose. I'm not a Cowboys fan. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry.
I would say it to his face. That's a wouldn't say that's Terry Atkins' face. He looks like a kind of big guy.
Oh, well, he's a big guy, but still, I hate the Cowboys.
I mean, I think a lot of people would agree that the Cowboys are one of the most hated teams in the NFL.
Along with the Seahawks.
Yeah, Seahawks definitely. Seahawks and Patriots, yeah. Screw the Patriots. Anyway, back to the match.
Yeah, back to this matchup as we saw a disrespectful slap and a big old house punches.
Atkins, the brawler. Oh,
Jesus Christ.
You could hear that slap from the nosebleeds.
Oh, forget the nosebleeds. You heard it outside next door at the great winery. I can't even talk. The winery next door.
Man, and for a big guy doing that, wow.
Jeez Louise, they might have called the cops because I thought it was a gunshot. Guess I won off the cover.
And Atkins all over it. Rev Caliber has not been able to get really anything going as we have a beautiful T-bone. Her front T-bone suplex.
I was gonna say Rev Caliber has not faced a man with the ability of Terry Atkins.
Yeah, Terry Atkins, he looks like a big guy, but if you look at him, he almost reminds me of a late great Bam Bam Bigelow.
Yeah, you could say that.
Atkins is just feeling.
He's just manhandling Rev right now as we see it.
And this time he got to do a 2 count. Last pinfall didn't even get to a 1, so Terry Atkins definitely doing some damage. And now focusing on the back, it looks like it's Rev Caliber. This Caliber, I don't think has been able to get a single set of offense in. Never mind. Finally got a piece of offense in.
I mean, he got a slap in earlier, but now getting a little bit more than just a slap in right now.
I don't think he realized that didn't take down Terry Atkins. 1, 2 after the power slam. No. Kick out. Kick out 2. Terry Atkins. He's a big fella. I'm actually trying to remember if there's a cowboy that wear number 76 with the last name Atkins.
Not that I remember. Unless you want to put Terry Atkins on that team.
I mean, you probably could. You probably could. Look at him.
You know, they might need a little bit of help on that line still.
They might definitely need a... Offensive line, they're fine. Defensive line needs a little work. DeMarcus Lawrence can't do all the work now. As Rev Caliber feeling it now. Looks like he's going for a high move. No.
Rev Caliber is not... Oh, my God, what a knee right there. But Rev Caliber is not known for going high fly here. He's straight brawler here. Same with Terry Atkins.
Oh, straight to the steps there. The steel steps. Rev Caliber
continuing to put that pressure on Terry Atkins now, using his environment to his advantage.
Out of everything, I think Terry Atkins, height advantage, no. Weight advantage, definitely. I have yet to see the power of both men, though.
Well, I think you're going to definitely see the power. Terry Atkins at some point in this matchup is hard to miss. But right now, Rev Caliber in control at the moment.
Yeah, Rev Caliber focusing on the head of Terry Atkins with those vicious knees to the side of the temple.
Oh!
Those can cause concussions, and concussions in this business can be career career dealers. And I thought he was going for a bridge, and what strength by Rev Caliber! He just slams him down.
Alabama slammer with the 1, 2, and no.
Terry Atkins kicking out, and now I think that was a kick to the back of the neck. It looked like.
Well, there you saw some power there for a second.
Terry Atkins is not happy. I think Terry Atkins wants some revenge with an uppercut now into the corner. Punch to the face, another one, and just focusing on the face. He's just nailing him like a boxer.
My goodness.
Bang, bang. And now going to the corner. Oh, what a splash. I wish I knew how much the man weighed, because he looks like he's built like a tree trunk.
He's made of 300, probably 285 pounds of American muscle.
And just slamming him down, and Rev Caliber doesn't look like he weighs anything more than 200, soaking wet. As we get a kick out, Caliber just barely able to kick out there. As Atkins showing his cool. He's been Terry Atkins. I think he's a amazing competitor. He just needs a little bit more exposure as he gets thrown over there with the backdrop.
Yeah, doesn't get too much exposure outside of you know, the normal visiting places he goes to, but right now, oh my God.
Caliber is just trying to do anything right now. Look out, ref.
Ducking under. Ducking
Another
under
duck
again.
And again.
Keeping it
Stopping
going.
and now throwing him outside the ring with that clothesline. Is Rev Caliber feeling it? The Bone Collector now going to work here on the outside. The ref starting his count. It's already at 2.
And remember, they have to utilize a 10 count here.
Is that 3? Caliber taking a lot of time as Terry Atkins is up. And that's why you don't look out outside.
Oh my God!
Into the universe and Caliber. Is he walking out? Is he running away? Is he coming back? What's he doing? Is he walking out?
I don't think he knows whether or not he wants to come back or keep going. I think he would have accepted the count out here.
Yeah, now they're both out, and I can't really keep track of the ref's count. I believe that's 3 right now already.
If I heard the crowd correctly, I think they said 2.
Well, I'll find out here in a few seconds, I think. Sound like they said 4.
Yeah, now they're at 4, it looks like.
They're way back out there. Are they able to get back in the ring in time? Caliber seems like...
Last time we saw a matchup end in a double count out here, it was Darren Dastardly versus Lance Frisco back at the Royal Rumble.
And that was one hell of a match. And the
one hell of a match, and trash cans were involved.
And a TV mod.
True.
The ref's count was at 9 as Terry Atkins with the backdrop. Terry Atkins now getting back on the attack. It seems. Knees to the temple.
Ooh.
But that big man actually sent Rev Caliber spinning. He probably doesn't know what state we're in, let alone what country.
Well, hell, I don't even know what state we're in.
Day 1 was London. I'm not sure if we're still in London. I think we still might be. I'm not sure. I have not gotten a prompt.
Sorry, you know, head damage, body damage, all types of damage.
Well, I was rooting for that match, and then, well, then the last guy came in.
Yeah, you know, there was hope. There was hope, and then my body broke down.
And you also did a lot of talking.
Anyways.
Back to the match. Terry Atkins with the sweet uppercut. Punch to the jaw that could probably take out a Grizzly. And what a spinning forearm. That was a nice spinning forearm right there. As the Bone Collector sizing up again.
Like I said, Rev trying to collect the bones of Terry Atkins.
This Caliber, sorry, goes in for the pinfall. 1, 2, can Terry Atkins kick out? No, yes, he can. Gets out at 2.5. It's Terry Atkins now getting picked up.
I feel like I need to get on the Atkins diet right here.
The Atkins diet seems to be working out for him.
It seems to be working out for him, but not for his not for that punch. Or never mind, I spoke too soon.
Now, if you're the Bone Collector, where do you focus on a man like Terry Atkins?
I mean, they're about the same height. Just muscle mass is a lot bigger on Terry Atkins. I would still say he should go for the legs or try something, you know, to take down the strong individual. You take out his base, you know, you take out the power in Terry Atkins.
Yeah, Caliber really hasn't been able to get that much chances to do so. He's really gotten minimal offense in compared to Terry Atkins, who's just been all over the place. And again, he's back in the corner. Caliber's been trying to get out of this corner for his life, and Atkins is just denying it. As Atkins again with those vintage punches.
What's he gonna set up for here now?
Might try putting him back into the corner, it looks like. Again with that chop to the neck, trying to get him back to that corner. And now he got him to the corner again. Atkins backing up.
I don't like where this is going.
We might be seeing a big rig coming out.
Oh, no.
And if Caliber doesn't move, he's about to get squashed. Here it comes.
Come, never mind.
Punch to the gut, and now Caliber on the attack. Caliber lifting up Atkins, putting him onto the top turnbuckle.
This is dangerous for both men.
Uh-oh, and Atkins on the top rope. Atkins on the top rope.
Oh, shit.
Caliber jumping to the top rope. What athleticism. Super suplex. No way. Again?
He's doing.
Oh.
He did the deal, but in his own way.
1, 2, and no! Atkins somehow kicking out to his head being dropped onto a knee. Let's watch a replay. The athleticism of Rev Caliber. Look at this. Superplex. Picking him up for another suplex and just drops him on the base of the skull onto his knee. And you see him going back for another pin. No, not even a 2 count.
Desperation for Rev Caliber.
It's been the story of tonight. People getting frustrated, and you can see Caliber, the frustration is growing. Drag him to the ring now. Right hook to the side of the jaw.
Jesus Christ.
Atkins picking up, gets the arm, wrecks the arm and threw it over his shoulder. Gets the knee to the gut. Just clothesline from hell. Or should I say from Dallas?
From America.
That's, you know what? That fits.
He just hit with a whole hog pound of America right when he did that senton too.
Rolling senton by the big man as he's in the corner. Waiting for Rev Caliber to get up. Man, this is probably gonna feel like a freight train's about to hit him if this is what I think he's gonna do.
And
waiting for it. No!
wait.
Schoolboy! He got the package!
They used that momentum against him.
2! No! Almost got Terry Atkins. That was a smart move by Rev Caliber. Caliber now looking for something big.
Oh!
Jesus!
Jumped up enough to hit that famouser.
All that weight coming crashing down. And Terry Atkins, no! Doesn't get it.
I don't know how Rev Caliber kicked out of that one, but my God.
All that weight crashing onto the neck and back of the skull. And Rev Caliber somehow kicks out. I don't know even how he didn't get knocked out from that one.
Hell, I would have been knocked out from that.
That's a big-ass famouser right there. Oh, powerbomb maybe. No! Backdrop by the Bone Collector.
Now Rev setting up for what here? Oh! Rolls through.
No! Atkins has him! Atkins has him!
Old school power driver!
That stuff's been banned in WWE, but here in Arcadia, anything is legal. And a freaking Steiner dropping him on the base of the skull again. 1, 2, good night. Caliber's out.
Hit him with that Emerald Flosion, my God.
This is where, let's see some of these replays. I mean, the strength of Caliber's not only flip through that and then slam him down was amazing. And then this happened, belly to belly suplex outside into the Arcadia zone. And the athleticism, this is, if I had to rate this move out of 5 stars, it would get 6.
Okay, hang tight there, Dave Meltzer. But this one here, we thought he's about to show off that strength again, but Terry Atkins able to turn it right into a power driver.
A vintage one at that has ended many a career.
And then, of course, hitting him with the Emerald Flosion to end it all off. And, I mean, that was just it. Terry Atkins coming out on top.
With the American field passion of the American dream. What a performance by both of these competitors.
Oh, indeed, as he continues to celebrate there.
Atkins looks tired.
I mean, hell, I would be too.
That was one hell of a match, and we have another match coming right on your way. Screech versus Devlin the Noose.
Devlin, Denise, and Screech here. Screech going to be going in one-on-one competition with his partner at ringside. Now we got Devlin Denise coming out here, accompanied by his partner Screech. Last week we saw it was flip-flopped. It was Screech accompanied by Devlin. Got the arms locked.
Oh, and Nanashi's got his own submission locked in outside. A single leg Boston Crab. Oh my god.
They both just tap.
And they're going to be taking on Rebellion. But the special thing about this match is you guys chose it. That's right, on our Twitter account. Max will barely get involved with this team known as Rebellion. He attacked and beat down the Noose's tag team partner Screech in what was a vicious assault with a kendo stick.
Men you see in this match before you were also handpicked by me, and the winner will go on to the RW Mercury Championship match on our first ever pay-per-view, RWU Influx. Don't let me down, boys.
Down to Aberdeen and Screech. Aberdeen is going to Influx.
Failure seemed to follow us, no matter where we went. I failed in RWU, we failed everywhere else. Until you betrayed me. matter which side you're on. SSS, Mahia's Crucible, we both have one goal in mind. This world needs to be saved from itself. And I will unify us to this common cause.
And welcome back to Arcadia. And this has been a match with years in the making.
Years and years in the making. This creeps me out a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
I believe it's a screech. I think.
It's either that, and if I remember correctly from Final Hour, Denise also came out to his theme, so this could quite possibly be Denise.
Yep, this is definitely, as you said. And we all know the story. Devlin and Screech used to be big-time tag team partners in Rebellion. And Devlin, with the screw job, abandoning and betraying Screech. What kind of getup is this? Almost reminds me of a Resident Evil kind of feel.
I don't know sometimes what goes through Denise's head, but definitely has to have some type of significance for him. I know this matchup has a lot of significance for both competitors.
Oh, definitely. And now coming down to the ring, Screech. Oh boy. Oh my! Blood all. I'm hoping that's just fake.
Who the hell did he sacrifice?
That's a good question.
We would call this Emperor Screech right here, by the way.
Yeah, he definitely has that look. And Emperor Screech coming down to the ring. Both of these men have stood the test of time, being around since like the very early TXW days. Achieving feats, tag team by themselves. These guys were everywhere. I mean, you couldn't really name a federation that didn't have these guys on their show.
Speaking of guys that have had success, definitely the news. Current BDG Ascendant champion.
Both of these guys, icons of the sport, creating cults, escalating, just to try and get their goals. And that stare down.
Your
6.
God, like the fuel for this fight. But for how long?
It's getting personal. It's Screech.
Well, I gotta tell you here, I have to be on the side of the news here. When you see an opportunity to break out and be successful like the Noose has been, look what it's done for him. Champion.
Yeah, but the Noose also betrayed Screech, one of his best tag team partners to date.
Hey, sometimes you gotta get over it.
Yeah, but sometimes you have to get over it, but it's not like you have to betray your brother in arms though. Just simply telling him that, hey, I want to go my separate ways is simple enough. You don't have to betray the guy.
Well, maybe it just wasn't getting through his head, fast enough. He had to force it through there, and that's how he did it. Everyone has their special way of breaking up, and that was it. Lose my number, he said.
So you're supporting the way the news basically screwed over Screech.
Hey, I'm supporting that he's been successful since breaking away from Screech, and that's that. And by the way, this is no disqualifications.
This has been a match 6 to 7 years in the making, guys. Like, this is insane.
Mariah does not come out to fight me herself. While using her power, I not.
And as you heard him mention Mariah, because Danoose
The majority
leads
of these
Mariah's
idiots think
Crucible.
you're the villain,
Screech leads
but
the
they don't understand
SSS.
that you're trying to save them.
And for the last few matches, we've been spoiled with technical wrestling. This match is just going to be an absolute bloodbath.
Yeah, you definitely will not expect a technical match from either Screech or, Jesus Christ, almost thought he hit him. Or Danoose.
With the bridge on the German. 1, 2, and no! Screech getting out of it. Falling senton.
Jesus Christ, that's Devlin Danoose for you.
How long have these two been partners though before they had to split?
Hey, like I said, this match is 6-7 years in the making. Those guys tag for a very long time. Like I said, sometimes you realize there's better, ample opportunities out there for you.
Yeah, but going away from Screech, who's also been a success in his own right, was that the smartest move for Danoose?
The smartest move. Look at the championship he holds right now. BDG Ascended Champion.
I mean, I guess you're right. The referee taking a nasty bump there as he gets back up immediately. 2, Screech kicks out. And Screech, I think, got the worst end of the stick there when it came to the betrayal. Had no idea it was coming. And now Screech, pent up revenge, pent up anger, and trying to get the early pinfalls. And these guys, I will not be shocked if one of these men have to be walked out by a stretcher.
That's
now,
right.
Screech grabbing a chair from under the ring, getting back into the ring. And a headshot with the chair!
And again, I can't even be mad here because this is no disqualification. Anything goes here. Expect a bloodbath.
Screech wedging that chair in. You can hear him laughing.
A sadistic laugh.
Screech, he wants to send Danoose into that corner. I think Danoose spotted it, and here goes Screech into the chair, and the chair, I think, just went into the crowd. Oh dear. I think that might have hit somebody. I think that actually hit someone.
I'm glad I ducked.
I mean, I ducked too, but I'm pretty sure if none of us ducked, I think that, yeah.
I mean, I would have hoped it hit you instead of me. I still have a career to have here.
Okay, I have a career too. I mean, come on.
Mine is more important. That's all.
Okay. This will have to be solved some other time as we get back to the match. Anyway, as Danoose
is that the first time?
With a bicycle kick.
Beautiful bicycle kick by Danoose.
I think it's gonna be the end though. Screech obviously still has a lot left in the tank. Now Danoose looking for a weapon.
And what he's going to bring out right now.
Boy.
Oh. I mean, there's no contract or briefcase or anything hanging above the ring, but sure, why not?
Oh God! DDT to the ladder!
Okay, I regret what I just said.
And will that be the third? No! I think that did more damage to Screech's back, though. If you watched it how the DDT landed, he landed mostly on his back.
Yeah, that he did, but you saw how quickly he got right back up afterwards.
That's a very good point, and Danoose probably has no idea where he is. Uh-oh. Fisherman suplex. Crowd eating this up. How none of these men are bleeding yet is nothing short of a miracle. Grabbing him by the skull.
Oh, Jesus. The claw here on Danoose.
It looked like he was gouging it.
He can only give you small bursts of strength. How pathetic.
Again, more trash talk between the two.
Unbelievable.
Going back. These two used to be brothers in arms.
And it's already worn off.
think you just said it's already worn off. I don't think so, buddy.
And headbutt after headbutt after headbutt.
Classic.
Again.
Classic Denise using that chrome dome to his advantage.
Oh, dear God.
Hey, you wanted blood. There you go.
Yeah, I wanted blood. I mean, I expected a bloodbath. Both these men busted wide open. I'm pretty sure Denise bleeding a little bit more. You see the blood all over his face, covering his eyes, on his chest, and now another ladder being coming into play. What is Denise setting up? Oh, no.
Oh, that looks like a bigger ladder that he just set up.
Yeah, definitely considering it reached both ends of the barricade and the Arcadia ring. Referee just hightailed it out of here.
I mean, I would too.
Going to the corner. Look at the blood on both of these guys. As I said, it's going to be a bloodbath, but damn, did I not expect this much blood. I mean, I guess I should have, since this is a match 6 to 7 years in the making.
But also, no disqualifications. This is not a match for the weak in art. This is a match for the strong.
For the strong and wicked.
I mean, I'm pretty wicked.
To the dome. Didn't really show on day one, though.
Just reserving my power, that's all.
Let's go with that. It's the news. Trying to get back into this with a stunner of sorts.
Or you can call that an ace crusher of sorts right there as well, because it looked like a diamond cutter.
That's very true.
New SWAT screech up.
Blood already staining both these guys as they're now wearing a crimson mask. Trying to throw him off the ladder. He's on the ladder. Screech has an opportunity. Oh, God. Screech setting up a ladder, and this is not looking good for the Deuce. Oh, okay. I'm with Screech here, but I'm not sure if this is the best
This is
idea.
a crazy... No. Oh, my God, my God.
God! Screech off the top of the ladder, crushing the Deuce as the metal ladder.
And this man laughs.
Match 6 to 7 years in the making, blood all over the place. It's everything that everyone's been asking for. Holy damn! Back in the ring, and you see the ref. Finally, the ref's now back. I don't blame that ref for leaving, but damn.
I do. Could have stopped him from doing that craziness.
But you just said he didn't. You just said you did the same exact thing as the ref if you saw that happening.
Look here, I would hide, not leave completely.
And the blood covering Screech's mask and face. If you're now just tuning in to Arcadia 2, this is Screech versus Denise, as Denise with a pile driver. And that might be it.
Call it a night.
2 and no!
Come on!
Screech barely kicking out as you see the blood all over the noose, staining the beard, the chin, the neck, the chest, all over him. And those were from headbutts. That was not from chairs or ladders. Those were from headbutts.
Doing it the hard way,
missing the kick. And now a German into the turnbuckle. What a German is now Screech. Stopping a muddle, it looks like. No, wait, what's he having planned here? Going to the other turnbuckle. What does he have in store?
What more craziness is Screech? Oh, wait, oh my God,
Coast to coast. And Screech with the pin. 2. Is it enough? No.
You've got to be kidding me. This man's showing off more athleticism than I've seen in my entire career.
I am going to separate you from your God, same way you started this.
Oh boy, and what a kick! Spin around to get some momentum, and then a roundhouse kick straight to the temple, it looked like. Another pin! Is it enough? It is! Denise losing this matchup and the amount of blood that's been spilled, Screech showed that he was the better man.
My God.
Blood is spilled all over the Arcadia ring. Ladders are broken. Bonds have been broken. And this rivalry...
Jesus Christ.
This rivalry is long from over, I can tell you that much.
We will see.
And here's the headbutts I was talking about. You see the blood off of these hard-style headbutts jumping up in the air to get more momentum, and this was absolutely insane. Cross-body splash to the bottom, crushing Denise. And this is what ended it.
Told him he was going to separate him from his God, and I don't know how much he separated Denise from his God, but my God, what a kick.
I think that blood all over Screech's armor that he came in with was just a foreshadow. Look at all that blood.
Transmutated right back on his face.
A brutal match, as we said it was going to be. Damn. And here we are back in Arcadia 2 as we witnessed probably one of the most bloodbathiest of matches I've ever commentated in my career. And we're finally back and we're coming in as I'm looking at the card, Kevin Villanova versus Maxima.
This is a pretty storied matchup coming up.
So beat that. The man I'm speaking of has come out right now. Here comes out Kevin Villanova.
What the hell did I come back to? Take his pants off. What?
Whoa, no! This is
What?
Oh! Don't you butt ass naked!
Whoa!
Oh no!
Oh my!
Oh. Hey kid, nice shot out there.
Hey, thanks, man.
You know something? I like your style. Say, how about you and me? We get out of here and we hit the town, Jack.
Yeah, sure, man. Where are we going?
Who knows? Let's let the montage do the talking, yeah?
Yeah, cool, dude. Wait, the montage?
What? What the fuck? You just wet my pants?
It's just a prank.
Bastard, I know you wrote that in my forehead. I'm gonna shove my shoe so far up your arse, you're gonna be tasting dog shit for weeks.
Listen, buddy. If you're gonna be under my wing, you gotta be more aggressive. You wanna win, don't you?
What are you talking about? We're just supposed to be
pulling pranks and having fun. I'm not trying to seriously, permanently injure someone.
Listen, it's either you or it's them. And trust me, you can't afford to be all goofs and laughs 24/7. You can't afford to be so light-hearted. Tonight, I want you to prove that you can do whatever it takes by any means necessary. Do you understand? Good.
Kevin Villanova fighting for his chance to be #1 contender for the championship.
Everyone wants to know why you attacked Kevin Villanova the way you did.
What I did? This wasn't my fault. I tried to guide him into a man of success, and all I asked in return was that he trust me. But he insisted on resisting. And look where that got him. The one important moment in his career. And he wasted away on his insecurities, and he could have been the world champion had it his leg.
World champion? Him? Or you?
Funny. Yeah, we both have some similarities, and maybe I was drawn to that, but it turns out he's nothing like I was. He is spineless, and he's foolish to request a match at Arcadia. Because I won't hesitate to break him. Mark my words, Kevin. You should have kept away.
And welcome back to Arcadia 2. That promo package really said it all, didn't it, Norm?
I think if you weren't caught up on the history of Kevin Villanova and Maxima, you're caught up now.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, is Maxima the first one to come out?
You know, some similarities here between Maxima and the last match we had with Devlin Danoose. You know, cutting your partner off because, you know, they were just holding you back. They didn't want to be successful.
Well, I think Kevin Villanova just didn't want to go down the same path Maxima was going. He wanted to win the title clean, and, well, it cost him in the end, but still, he wanted to win it clean, which is not, I mean, it's a normal thing to do.
Hey, I'm just saying, if he would have went by what Maxima was telling him, he would have been world champion, but he didn't. And you see, all he's settled for is hardcore champion.
Hardcore champion is still better than nothing.
Yeah, but it's hardcore champion. You can lose that at any moment.
Yeah, but if you also think about it, Kevin Villanova did the smart thing, because now, if you look at it, Maxima is somewhat still banned from a few federations.
Yeah, he can make it. He's not banned from competing tonight. That much we know.
Here comes Kevin Villanova, sorry. And I have to apologize for him for Arcadia 1. I called him Kellen. My notes were smudged. I thought it was Kellen Vegas.
May know about that guy. May know about him a little bit.
And it looks like Maxima's not going to allow Kevin to get into the ring. That's even if Kevin wants to get in the ring.
I don't think he feels like he deserves to be in the ring.
Well, he's getting in the ring now. Maxima and Kevin Villanova, here we go. Maxima just kind of giving him...
Beat his tail feather.
And a shoving. Kevin, I don't know if he wants in this match or what, but...
Oh, he's here now. He has to compete.
Maxima just not allowing him to get up.
Exactly what he needs to do. Don't allow Kevin Villanova to get up, and oh, he just stepped over it.
I mean, Maxima is a well, let's say a different kind of competitor. While Kevin, he wants to play by the rules, which is nothing. There's nothing wrong with that.
Sometimes you need to get your hands dirty. If you're not willing to get your hands dirty, you're not going to be successful in this business.
That's why I'm assuming why you lost your gauntlet match last night, or a few weeks ago, or whenever this comes out.
Look here. It's not about me. It's about what he needed to do to get by the kick out.
And 2, can we get a kick out? Oh, we do at 2.5. Kevin with that Hurricanrana bridge. Oh, tried it again. Uh-oh. Maxima caught him. And a powerbomb. Powerbomb into the mat.
Beautiful powerbomb.
Here. And picking up his opponent. And that kind of reminds me of Maxima Chad Harvest, which I commentated. Oh, he probably ended Chad Harvest's career. Probably why he's not allowed in that federation either. As now, I'm starting to wonder if Maxima has the same mindset as he did against Chad Harvest and just wants to end Kevin's career.
Hey, I'll tell you what, he could try it.
Kevin just trying to get out of this headlock. Looks like he is. Elbows to the gut. Another one. And he's out. Now Kevin got to try to get some offense. Crucifix with the nice crucifix there. 1, 2, no. Kicks out after a beautiful crucifix there by Kevin Villanova. And oh,
Jesus. Beautiful kick right there.
What a kick to the face. As Maxima now in control again. Kevin barely been able to get any offense. The only offense he's really gotten is pinfalls. As we get now to the corner.
Whoa, oh my God. The slap was so strong, the force was with him.
And okay.
Yeah, we just saw that again and back into the action here.
Slapped him inside. Oh dear God. Just threw him neck first into that rope, and thankfully Kevin trying to get up. That's a good sign. Those ropes, everyone thinks they're soft. They're not. You've been a competitor before. What are those ropes really made out of, Norm?
They're made out of ropes. That's all I know. I don't even try to get into the symmetry or the chemicals or whatever is behind it, the material. Just I know that you hit them at some point, they're strong enough to make your nuts hurt.
All right. Good enough of an answer as we now are in a kind of a figure 4 neck lock. Oh, just smashing him back head first into the mat. Those ropes have been known to paralyze and unfortunately end the life of a few superstars and different federations.
This is somewhat true here.
And a beautiful suplex-like maneuver there, almost like a backdrop.
You know what I like from Maxima right now? He's taking his time. He's not wasting time. He's taking his time dissecting down Kevin Villanova.
Well, Kevin doesn't really want to be here. He never really asked for this. When Maxima first approached Kevin Villanova, he thought this was just going to be like a prank-like thing, just going to be fun and dandy kind of thing. He didn't expect to get that deep.
Well, if he didn't expect this, then he shouldn't have showed up tonight.
And Kevin with a sunset-like powerbomb, and Kevin now feeling it. Maxima now unreeling. Kevin now with a DDT try attempt. No, Maxima scouted it. Oh, he didn't scout this though.
Oh no!
Sleeper hold.
Oh no!
We have a sleeper.
Or you call that a guillotine choke locked in on Maximo, but
It's been a while. It's been a while since
beautiful combination right there.
That was a beautiful combination. It's been a while since I've been in the MMA scene. I actually forgot the name of that chokehold, so thank you for correcting me there for the guillotine choke.
Yeah, you got it, man.
And here we go into the corner. Maximo setting up. Kevin Villanova on top. Kevin trying for a moonsault. No.
Moving out the way. Beautiful chop block.
Sweeping the leg out from under Kevin Villanova.
I think he just called him a loser.
Got him something. From where I'm sitting, I wasn't really able to hear it.
I tend to have good ears sometimes. Sometimes.
It's Kevin now. Kevin now on the offensive. Kicks to the sternum, the rib cage. Up to the sternum now. And now we have some stomps now. Maximo getting up. Probably hurt his hand there. Maximo demanded to get hit, and well, Kevin just obliged.
Not just hit, but hit like a man, boy.
You're saying that Maximo is taking his time trying to dissect. Well, that was taunting, and he asked for something, and he got in return. It's now Kevin trying to get some offense in. Oh, Jesus! Reverse Hurricanrana into a DDT like neck breaker. Kevin up top, stop to the
He actually hit it.
Stop to the gut, and Kevin, can he capitalize?
Kevin Villanova never hits that double stomp.
1, 2 by the ref. Is it over? No, Maximo kicking out.
That's like the second time I've seen him hit it. Wait, was that me who did it? Brain damage.
Yes, we'll go. Oh, God!
Speaking
Kevin
of brain
down to a
damage,
knee. Ref checking out Kevin.
next he just wants to get this match over with.
I'm pretty sure I just heard asshole chants by the crowd.
Yeah, you absolutely did. Disrespectful, by the way, by the fans.
And we have a gory special. No, let's it go. And I'm getting the vibes from Maximo that he's treating this match like he did with Chad Harvest and just wants to inflict pain.
Kevin Villanova's out.
Yeah, Kevin's not moving. Wait. Showing some life.
He's budging. Oh, now he pins him.
2. Will it be enough? It is! Wow! Off a gory special, and must have just... Well, when you look at Kevin, he didn't know where he was.
That's what happens when you get in there with Maximo. But yes, the gory special held it in long enough that he just passed out.
And what's Maximo doing? Ref's calling for something. Alright, looks like Maximo's actually going to walk out.
He had a couple of losses under the belt.
This is the match he's looking to turn around.
Jump back on here!
Bullet! He's out of the...
Oh! Oh my God! Holy shit! Jordan's trying to crawl. Trying to do everything he can.
The damage that Trey has took. Can't even make it. Head down into the mat, it's over. It is over. JC has won championships. What the?
You gotta be kidding me!
What?
You got to be kidding me! After everything Trey's been through.
And this is not the same Trey that lost to Brian Amir. This is not the same Trey that lost to Joshua X. This is not the same Trey that lost to Barry Stevens. This is a new Trey Jordans, and a termination is shown. Death by aerial assault rifle. You heard it from Trey. It's a new Trey.
Oh my God. Oh my God, no. What are they doing here? What are they going for here?
Oh, stampede knee. Good night. It is all roll Bill Baker.
2, 3.
Oh my gosh, that killer instinct is what Trey needed. Think about all the times, Bill Baker, that Trey's been put down. Losing to Jay Williams earlier this year. Losing to Brian Amir. Losing to Joshua X. Losing to Barry Stephen. Tapping out to Darren Nashwood. That is a Trey of determination. A Trey Jordans of graduation.
You know what I did to the aerial assault rifle? I shot him dead out of the sky. Trey Jordans, our careers have somewhat mirrored each other. If you take a look from our debuts to now, I think it's fair to say that no two men define heart and soul quite like myself in the aerial assault rifle. Whereas Trey's path to success has been filled with celebration, the Savior's road has been somewhat different. A few months ago, my career had a setback due to an injury. An injury that was more serious than I expected, so I had to step away. Everything taken from me. Because of you, Trey Jordans. Last year, Class of Champions, you tried to end my career, but I continued to wrestle until I couldn't anymore. While I sat back for the past few months, not sure if I was going to come back, and I knew that if and when I came back, who and what my target would be. If you honestly think that you had to go through hell with guys like X, Barry, or whoever else you faced before, then wait until you get a load of me. Whereas those guys would do anything to hurt you, I'm the guy who will do everything. What you need to understand, Trey, is that my motivation isn't to just win. My motivation is to hurt you. It's to end your career the same way you tried to do to me. Look at me, Trey. What do you see? You see a man with no remorse because it's long gone. You see a man who's gonna tear you apart, limb from limb, while you're screaming in pain and at your most vulnerable. Oh, and the satisfaction I will have at the end of it will be all worth it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this matchup has been in the making for quite some time. You have the heart of HOW in Von Keenan, and you have the aerial assault rifle and Trey Jordans. And tonight, after what we saw back at Avatar, what we've seen on the pathway here, it's all gonna come ahead.
Yeah, that's the best way to put it. You're the best one to ask about anything about these two men. What can you tell us about this whole rivalry, about who's changed, who's been the man who's changed, what's going on?
Well, we're talking about people who have changed over time here. If I remember correctly, this right here coming out is Von Keenan. Von Keenan used to be an upstart. He had a lot of promise within him, and then of course he got sat on the sidelines. And while he's on the sidelines, he's watching a guy like Trey Jordans, who epitomizes rising star in every sense of the word. But of course, when you want the spotlight, you come out here and you gotta take it. And that is what Von Keenan wants away from Trey Jordans. Trey Jordans doesn't have any ill will towards Von Keenan, but Von Keenan has all ill will towards Trey Jordans.
Yeah, because what I'm reading is correct. He used to be a kind individual, the master of knees, who was the torch of the heart of wrestling, and now he's just turned into some twisted, delusional person on this quest for revenge.
Yeah, pretty much, and as you see, again, a more new look Von Keenan as we await the aerial assault rifle in Trey Jordans.
The crowd waiting, and the lights go out.
Here we go.
There he is. The aerial assault rifle. Trey Jordans making his way down the ramp.
Ooh, Jesus.
I expected pyro, but smoke will do.
That man just let out the exhaust on his gun, making his way down to the ring. If it isn't noticeable by now, his nickname, the aerial assault rifle, could only mean one thing.
Look who decided to show up. You got some balls to come out here after what I did to you at Dystopia. You aren't even at 100%, Trey, but you want to play the hero for all these morons here tonight? Fuck it. After tonight, you won't be able to walk out of this arena on your own. You stupid bastard.
We are sorry for anyone. This was not part of the
I'm really sick and tired of you. Come down and be about it.
You're done. Bring it.
And here we go. They're not even gonna go to the ring. We're starting this off the outside, and this is our main event.
I was not expecting this at all. Well, maybe I should have expected this at all. Like I said, hate runs deep here for Von Keenan. Attacking Trey Jordans back at Avatar. Having every moment that he can to take away from Trey Jordans just because he doesn't like what Trey Jordans believes in.
I mean, I guess that's a fair point, but Trey Jordan, he's not one to turn down a challenge, and it looks like Keenan is trying to run off.
Or just lure him in. This could be a smart strategy by Von Keenan.
Or this could end in one really terrible way for Keenan right now. We're in the backstage like...
Got nowhere to run, Von. Just fight me.
Keenan with the chair. Oh, Jordan got out of it, dodged it, and here we are in the back. The bell hasn't even rung. The bell hasn't rung yet.
The bell hasn't rung yet. These two are fighting within the fans right now.
Yeah, the arcade zone. And Trey Jordan's, the aerial assault rifle, is feeling it as now Keenan looking under the ring as Jordan is, I don't think, is paying attention right now. Kendo stick for Keenan. And here comes Jordan now crossing the ramp, not expecting it, and a kendo stick to the gut. And now the back.
Yeah, hopped right over that barricade and got met with a kendo stick. I'll tell you what, if there's any moment that you got to take advantage of an opportunity like this, it is definitely now.
I mean, I can see why Keenan would get upset, but over Trey Jordan, who's done nothing wrong to the man. Let's be honest here. Trey Jordan's done nothing wrong to Keenan. If I'm correct, this is their first match, their first real match together.
If I remember correctly, I've not commentated a match between these two men yet until tonight, and that was almost 3.
And the bell finally ringing as they finally get back to the ring, and Keenan, he has to stay on this aerial assault rifle if he wants to win this one.
Oh, beautiful snap suplex goes right to the pin.
2 count and no. Just a 2. As Trey Jordan showing the heart of a lion, trying to get this victory here. He has never turned down a challenge, and right now, this might be another brawl just like a few matches ago that we saw with Screech and the Noose.
It definitely could be. But right now, Von Keenan in control right now, and you can...
I can do this all day, baby.
Just choking him out with that leg.
And you heard him. He said he could do this all day.
Another pin. 2. No! Again, Trey Jordan's kicking out of it.
And again, Trey Jordan's also not at 100%, as you heard from Von Keenan earlier.
Jordan's getting manhandled right now after that kendo stick attack.
Stay down, Frank.
I don't know what the last part of that he called him, but I did hear him say stay down.
I heard him say stay down. I'm not sure if I want to repeat what he said after that, so I'm just going to keep it at that. Jordan showing some life.
By the way, you have 2 Hispanics in the ring brawling out. These type of fights, they aren't pretty.
They are pretty, and I will be ready for when a beer bottle possibly goes against one of these guys' heads. Oh, tricked him and clothesline outside.
Beautiful.
And Jordan's back in it. Jordan is back in it. Aerial assault rifle already looks like he wants to go high fly. Looks like he wants to fly high.
He's going to risk it here.
Oh! Flying lariat to the outside. And the ref counting it, starting to count. I do not envy this ref.
I don't envy anyone involved in this matchup right now. You think I want to be involved in a brawl like this? Hell no.
Yeah, absolutely not. This ref has his work cut out for him. And Jordan's just kind of showing off for the fans. That's his agenda, really. He's always been a fan favorite.
Yeah, trying to feed off the fans more like it there, but you know what? That's not going to help him in the end here, as you see Von Keenan taking advantage.
Yeah, shoulder block back to the outside as that restarts the ref's count. As we're back to the outside, which has been a story for this matchup already. Bell just finally rang not even probably 3-5 minutes ago, and it's mainly been on the outside. Throws him over the barricade, gets some people, has a lot of people that really paid for those tickets for what they wanted to see.
A nice up close and personal look at the aerial assault rifle shooting blanks for a second.
He's shooting blanks for now, but something tells me he's got to be shooting live ammo here in a second as Keenan still taking control of this matchup. As he said, a new look for Keenan. He used to have long flowing hair and a different kind of beard. As we go to a pinfall, no. Only a 2 count.
Another 2 count right there indeed, but he's going to start, he's wearing them down a little bit more than usual. Those kickouts are just going to tire you out as you go throughout this matchup. And also, if you notice here, Trey Jordan's hasn't taken off his shirt yet.
I don't think he's had time. He hasn't had time to take it off, really. Choking him out again as Keenan.
Yeah, that's how intense this matchup has been.
Pulling him to the middle of the ring. Now, I'd like to point out he's mainly been putting his elbow on the chin, where rather he should be putting on the leg. If we get a replay of what happened outside just before the bell rang. Kind of punched him out into the ring area, and you see Trey Jordan's doing what he usually does, just, you know, taunting for the fans, because the fans love him, and, well, kendo stick to the gut and back. And that was all before the bell rang, and then we had this high-flying action.
Yeah, one thing you're going to notice here, as he continues to appeal to the faithful here at Arcadia, too, is that he's just wasting too much time. Von Keenan's not wasting too much time. He's going to stay on him.
As we're in a headlock here.
Wrenching it in.
Trey Jordan's just trying to get out of this. Von Keenan just has that suckered in and it's just wrenched in. And you hear the fans trying to get behind Jordan's now. Jordan's feeding off the energy. And no, he's back in it. He got back in. He's back in the hold. Von Keenan holding it tight.
That's what you got to do sometimes, to keep down the aerial assault rifle in Trey Jordan's.
Again, trying to get out. Using an elbow, breaks the hold. Jordan's finally out of that hold. trying to get some offense. And here we go, off the rope and elbow to the jaw.
Beautiful back elbow from Von Keenan.
And a 2 count. Can we get a 3? No, 2.5.
That was very close to being 3.
Very close indeed.
Beautiful Northern Lights, by the way.
That was another pinfall. And again, kicking out in the last second. And Keenan looked beside himself.
I mean, I would be beside myself as well. You know, this is a guy, like he said earlier, not coming in 100%. You don't expect this man to go the extra mile.
And there's the shirt, and there's the damage. As he said, not coming in 100%. That might be a focal point for this matchup.
Yeah, he had that match with Big Bronson, and Bronson made sure to use all that weight of his to continuously injure those ribs and those ribs of Trey Jordan's.
Yeah, an injured ribs makes it very hard to breathe. In cases the lungs could rupture a lung if you're not lucky. And Jordan's with a crucifix takedown. And getting back into it is Jordan's.
I think Von Keenan got tired of seeing that shirt on him.
Very well may be the point. And also to expose the bandage that's over Trey Jordan's gut.
Yeah, no padding there anymore.
Like he had padding at all. It was just a cotton shirt, really.
Hey, man, sometimes if it's tight enough, it can act as an extra bandage.
That's very true. That's very true indeed. As we go to the other side, drop kick, and Jordan's now finally showing some of that offense we're used to seeing. And what a suplex-like maneuver throw.
Beautiful exploder right there by Trey Jordan's, but will it be enough? I'm pretty sure those injuries are going to take effect of him during this matchup, if they haven't already.
I mean, he's already been hit by the kendo stick. The referee's stopping Trey Jordan from doing a high-risk move. I don't think that's the referee's business to stop him, though.
I think he's trying to look out for his well-being right there. He knows, he sees the injury. He knows the injury. It's all about safety. Oh, look at that.
A good takedown before Trey Jordan's could really show off that aerial offense that he's really known for. The ref kind of messed with him, and it gave enough time for Keenan to get up, and a throw back into the mat, which really doesn't protect much. Under that padding, I'm not sure what I saw, but I'm pretty sure that little kid in the front row probably just flipped off on Keenan.
Oh, that would be a very... Respect your elders, young man.
And Jordan was just thrown into that barricade.
More damage to those to the back and to the ribs of Trey Jordan's.
A lot of people think you have to hit the front of the body to affect the ribs. You hit them hard enough in the back, you'll do the same amount of damage to those ribs.
You have a bit of a shock value to it.
Yeah, it vibrates the ribs, possibly cracks the bone, fractures it. And still a lot of trash talk from Keenan. And another pinfall. Is it enough? No, it's not.
You know, when you're in control like this, when you have the tenacity and the swagger of Von Keenan, you can do it, especially when you back it up.
So far he has been, but Jordan's been showing some life. And back in is Jordan with that massive clothesline. I don't think Keenan took liking to that very much. As Jordan powerbomb with the pin. Is it enough? 2. Is it enough? No! Kick out at 2.5.
Von Keenan showing why he is the heart of HOW.
And Trey Jordan's also showing why he has the heart of a freaking lion here tonight if we're getting into the turnbuckle again. Jordan's, is he looking for something big? Oh, baited him for those kicks in the face. And Jordan's telling him to bring it. Jordan's telling him to bring it, and he fell for it, and into the turnbuckles goes the legs of Keenan. And Keenan does not look good right now.
Almost looked like he was propped up on the rope right there.
He kind of did, and Keenan dodging what Jordan's had in plan.
You say dodged, and I say just get out of the way. Did a smart thing where there to buy himself some time.
I don't think Keaton realizes that Jordan. Oh wait, I don't think Jordan realizes that Keaton's on the ramp, on the apron. Air assault rifle incoming. Here he comes. Oh, Jesus Christ!
Right in front of us on the announce table, shifting our table a little bit.
Yeah, I felt it move. I felt that table move, and both men are down in front of us as the referee starts his count.
I agree with you.
I'm pretty sure we're gonna be getting. I think we're gonna be getting a replay of this as the fans are all on their feet. Take a look at second look at this. So nice. We have to show it twice.
Throwing that small frame of Von Keenan right into our announce table.
Yeah, and it's showing right now the longevity of damage already on Jay Jordan as he was, or Trey Jordan. Sorry, he wasn't really that quick to get up. Damaged ribs. He landed on his back.
And they both beat the count here before he could count 10.
And there we go. Who's going to be the first one to back down? Jordan's running at him. No! Into an elbow. And now here comes Keaton. No! And now here comes Jordan again. Two luchadors basically going at it for respect.
I wouldn't call Von Keenan a luchador.
That's actually true. And Jordan's hurt.
And again.
Jordan is very hurt.
And again, that's what happens. It was.
Well, if you,
I was gonna say it's not very smart that he even took this matchup here.
That was a German suplex, but Von Keenan got right back up. Jordan's now exploder, and Jordan's is down. Jordan's crawling to try and capitalize. Just one arm over, that's enough for a pin. 1, 2, isn't enough though.
Yes.
No, it's not enough. 2.5. Both of these men feeling the after effects.
I didn't want to take it this far, but you forced my hand.
There's so much trash talk. It's almost as personal as Screech versus
fight back.
Tell him to fight back.
You wanted this badly, didn't you?
Knife edge chop and another one. Oh, and now Keaton has Jordan's in the corner. Never mind.
They do a little do-si-do, I see.
And into the next turnbuckle. What do we got? Knee to the face. And a bulldog. No! Thrown off.
Great awareness right there by Keenan, by the way.
Oh, missed the kick. And missed the roundhouse. Looking for doing a super kick. And Jordan's is out and Keenan goes down as well.
We saw this earlier.
And the crowd's chanting, this is awesome, this is a great match. We might be seeing that sequence here again. Here it is.
Right to the other corner. You saw Trey Jordan going for that knee, looking for the bulldog, but thrown off. And then, of course, from there, we just saw some crazy stuff happening.
Missed that kick. And then the super kick happened, and both men go down.
An amazing sequence of moves right there.
Jordan's looks like he's got to be the first one to get up, though. Keaton needs to use the ropes to get up. Oh, but Jordan's is laying across them.
You don't waste support. When you see it, use it.
They're both using the ropes to keep each other up right now. There we go. Punch to the face there. Who's got to be the first one to back down?
I don't know if anyone's going to be backing down here in this fight. Because that's exactly what it is, a fight.
They are trading blows. Oh, and Jordan's. I don't think Keaton expected him to get back like that. Spins him around. Look for the distance.
Oh, he caught him.
Crippler crossface. Crippler crossface. We have a crippling crossface right now. You see the arm being wrenched on along with the neck as Keaton is trying his damnedest right now to crawl to a rope.
Von Keenan also could have put his foot on the bottom rope. They were really close. But he gets out of it instead.
He gets out of the hold. Very hard to get out of that crippler crossface, which I believe you were in one in Arcadia 1. Up sleeper. Rear naked choke. A modified virgin. And there's nowhere for Jason Jordan to go. Or Trey Jordan, sorry.
Well, Trey, we know we have to change your name from here on out if you lose this match.
It's been a long day. Give me a break. And we have an elbow to the side of the head. Trey Jordan's trying to get back into this one after that rear naked choke. Snap suplex. Oh, 3 amigos maybe?
How much is his back going to hold up and his reps going to hold up on this, though?
Yeah, well, hold up in the third. It will. Kind of a nod to Eddie Guerrero and the whole Guerrero family. 5-star splash speed on the Guerrero. Yeah, family famous move.
That was a frog splash and a half right there. Von Keenan kicks out.
No, he kicks out. 2.5. Kind of a tribute to the Guerrero family, the legendary Guerrero family. Not any family, legendary.
And there's only a few of those around in the wrestling industry.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, but I gotta do this.
Jordan's saying sorry for something, but what's he saying sorry for? No!
Caught with that knee!
And the ref again stopping the match.
He's got to check on Trey Jordan's.
That was a big knee to the face. Jordan's
might be looking for the bronze kneecap next.
Yeah, you see the ref talking to Keenan.
Hey, enough!
Yeah, you see that? The ref stopped Keenan now. Here's a replay. That knee literally came out of nowhere.
I'm sorry, but I gotta do this.
Maybe he shouldn't have said anything and he should have just went for it. But he was caught big time with that knee from Von Keenan.
Yeah, hit him straight in the jaws. Flush. That could have actually knocked him out. That's probably why the ref put a stoppage.
If he's out, then this match has to end for Trey Jordan's.
We have the medical staff out now. Keenan, not a fan of this. Is the medical staff just checking on Trey Jordan right now? It'd be a damn shame if the medical staff were to.
I kind of agree with Von Keenan here.
It'd be a damn shame if the medical staff and the ref decide that the match is a no contest due to medical. Is that blood on Trey Jordan's? Oh God. Is he bleeding under his eye?
I'm not sure. I can't get a good look at it.
I'm gonna end you, just like you try to end me.
Neither can I.
Fuck you.
Oh, that looks... obscenities!
It's been all over this match, and Keenan's looking for someone to go to sleep, and here Trey Jordan's getting out. I couldn't tell where the blood was on.
It looks like it is under his eye, though. From a second glance.
That's probably why the medical staff was out. Make sure the blood wasn't coming from the eye and rather under the eyelid. Keenan calling for the end of it.
This could be it.
Yeah, that blood's definitely coming from. Yeah, that blood's definitely coming from his eye, looking for a sleeper hold. He's changing it up to a rear naked choke. He's next to the ropes. Can Jordan's get out of it? Can the air assault rifle get out of it?
This is the end for Trey Jordan's. I don't think he has anything left in the chamber.
I wouldn't count him out just yet.
He doesn't have anything left in the chamber. Look at everything he's been through.
Oh, he's elbows to the ribs. He's getting out.
Oh, wait a second.
Big fall. 1, 2, 3. Trey Jordan's with the victory. What a brilliant move. Just when we thought he was fading away, 2 elbows to the gut, and also got out of there and turned it into a pinfall. What a move. I don't think that Keenan realized he got up.
That was a quick transition for Trey Jordan's and probably the luckiest I've ever seen a man in my life.
Oh, he's missing teeth. I think the blood's actually coming from his mouth.
Looks like Von Keenan knocked out a few teeth.
I don't think Keenan is out of it right now.
Nah, not like this. Get your ass back in here.
Keenan, he beat you fair and square.
Don, get his ass right back in there.
Trey Jordan's note to condition to what the hell? Who the hell is this?
Who is that?
Who the hell? Trey Jordan's trying to fight back this attacker, but who the hell is this guy?
I'm not too sure myself here, but
he's clawing the face. What the hell's going on? No, you're a competitor. Get out there and out that man.
Hey, I'm here tonight, right now, paid as a commentator, as a competitor.
Trey Jordan is out, and this mysterious attacker is dragging Jordan's back to the ring.
I can only call him X right now. Is this someone that Von Keenan knows?
Oh, for damn sure this is someone Von Keenan knows. Are you kidding me? He's only going after Trey Jordan's. And now they're both in the ring. Referee not even trying to stop it. What the hell is going on here?
Maybe Von Keenan hired some muscle ahead of this event tonight.
Yeah, but why would he need to hire muscle if he thinks that he can take out Trey Jordan by himself? What a cowardly act!
You gotta have a plan B.
Oh, what the hell is this?
Von Keenan's a smart man.
Yeah, Von Keenan, smart man, my ass. This is a cowardly act, and you know
this
it.
Is smart from Von Keenan.
This is trying to end somebody's career.
Hey, he tried to end Von Keenan's. He's just returning the favor.
This is their first ever match. Why did he try ending Von Keenan's? How the hell did he try ending Von Keenan's? Who the hell is that guy?
I don't know who this guy is, but I like him.
You hear the crowd saying, "We all hate you," and that's the end. Who the hell is this guy?